Hello, my dear listeners. My name is Kishore Ganesh, and in this episode of the Vocal About Visuals podcast, I will be sharing my thoughts on the brand new Netflix movie, Red Notice, starring Ryan Reynolds, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Gal Gadot. Let me begin by reiterating something that I mentioned in one of my previous pods about superstar Rajnikant's Anatha, that cinephiles should really step back and enjoy movies that focus on being a source of entertainment first and foremost, provided they deliver on this promise. These kind of movies lean on a variety of techniques to deliver said entertainment, such as following well-worn templates, nostalgia, familiar tropes, etc., etc. All of which make the movie familiar, and that's the major complaint that cinephiles have in regard to these popcorn movies. It is all a bit too familiar. Nothing is new here. It didn't shake me to my core. It didn't make me self-reflect, etc., etc. I'm a cinephile myself, so I get the sentiment totally. But at the same time, there is nothing wrong with films that are just plain fluffy and entertaining. There is a time and a place for everything, goes the saying, and I'm going to take the literal meaning of that idiom and run with it here and say there is definitely a time and space for popcorn action flicks. And Red Notice is one such flick. And an extremely fun and entertaining flick at that. Now, don't think for a moment that because I've said all that I've said previously that Red Notice is compromised in terms of its production values or writing. No. It's just that the adjective that I would associate with Red Notice would be entertaining rather than brilliant. Red Notice is basically a decent and highly entertaining globe-trotting adventure involving art thieves. And by God, does the world need more of that. I'm done with people being cooped up indoors and within their own borders thanks to COVID. And thanks to Red Notice, I got to travel and live vicariously through Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, and Gal. Moving on to the performances of the threesome, Ryan Reynolds is playing the Ryan Reynolds persona. Nothing new, but nothing much to complain about either. That said, I wish even in these kind of roles, he would try to bring in new elements that would infuse a sense of freshness to his performance. The Rock is a producer in this movie, and maybe that's why he left the mouthy and comedic part go to Ryan Reynolds, and he has instead chosen to play the straight guy here. And he does this ably. But owing to the muted nature of the character, the twists of this movie become way more obvious to the audience. Of course, a large part of the blame for that goes to the writing, but as I mentioned before, the writing in this kind of movie will be formulaic and cliche-ridden, and sometimes the performance has to compensate for the limitations of the writing, which doesn't happen here. The character and the person that seems to be having the most fun here is Gal Gadot, and honestly, she delivers the best performance out of the three. And of course, looks like $1 million, or say $300 million. Wink wink. The best and worst part of this movie is the writing. Worst because you can see the twist coming from 1,000,000 miles away. The cliches written into the script, the lack of inventiveness to even make minor changes to the screenplay or the staging that would at least show the same thing in a different manner to the audience. Basically, the overall familiarity that gives you the feeling that I've seen this movie before. However, the fact that this movie just skips along without any lag, the jokes that land for the most part, the self-awareness of this movie that knows what it is and what it is trying to accomplish, all these are the best parts of the writing, which makes this movie a thoroughly enjoyable watch. The editing of the movie is yet another reason for it to be slick and entertaining. And the cinematography and production values enable the audience to get on board this adventure. On the whole, Red Notice is what you put on during the weekend with some snacks and drinks at hand and escape the mundaneness and routine of everyday life. And I think this escapism is as important and vital as self-reflection and movies that move you. Once again, my name is Kishore Ganesh. This is the Vocal About Visuals podcast, and thank you, my dear listeners, for your time and for listening.